What's going on, broskies? My name is SHIVOKI and welcome to today's video. Now, today's video is definitely about something that's been going on a lot lately in the high-res and the Blizzard community, and everyone who plays Paladins and people who play Overwatch, who play SMITE and TF2 and Dota and things like that. Everyone's saying, oh, this company stole this from somebody, this company stole this from somebody, and truly, it's all fucking crazy, but I think it's all very interesting. Truly, I really do. Now, there's a lot of controversy saying that Paladins was a complete ripoff of Overwatch, and people say, no way. You know, Paladins have been making this beta a long time before them, and Overwatch stole ideas from Paladins. Now, truly, in my opinion, which people always ask me what I think about this whole concept, the whole idea, what I think, and I truly don't give a flying fuck. Both games are very fun. Now, Overwatch is much more polished, and the reason I say that is because it's created by Blizzard. Blizzard is a much better company, and there's no stab at all to you know, high-res. I truly love high-res altogether, and there's no stab at all to anybody else. But today we're going to read a document from an interview to the COO of high-res, Todd Harris. Now, Todd Harris speaks about how they've had these plans way ahead of Overwatch, and Overwatch stole the ideas for them. And normally, I know high-res. High-res is a company that I deal with pretty often here. I'm a SMITE YouTuber, and I make videos on Paladins, I make videos on SMITE, I play Overwatch, I make videos on Overwatch as well, and I like both games. Truly, I defend both. I think, like I said, Overwatch is more polished, but I still love Paladins very much, and they're both very different games. Yes, some champions have the same styles and things like that, but they're also very different. Now, I'll go over a little bit more in detail, and I will be showing video over my footage right here of proof and kind of detailed information to show you guys that what I think is true. And like I said, I don't really give a fuck, but honestly, I do believe with all my heart that Overwatch has been stealing ideas for a long time, and not just Overwatch, overall Blizzard, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't really want to say stealing, I want to say borrowing ideas. We all take, you know, we all look at something that we like about something and go, wow, I love that Paladins does this, or I love that this game does this. I want to make this better in my eyes. I want to take this awesome idea and apply it in my game and see where it goes. Now, I don't think anyone stole any ideas, and I think the idea of everyone saying, oh, you guys are, Overwatch is so stupid and they're fucking thieves and they should kill themselves, is stupid. I mean, there's so many games. TF2 has been a game that's been so old that everyone's taking ideas from. Like Junkrat is just like the Grenadier in TF2 or whatever his name is, and it's very similar, and that's completely okay because, you know, Overwatch says all the time, we love TF2. TF2 is a huge inspiration to us, and we look at this game, and when people compare us to TF2, we get happy. And the same thing with Paladins saying, when we get compared to TF2 or Overwatch, we don't really care. But the thing that bothers Paladins players and Paladins crew and the high-res company altogether is that people are saying that Overwatch made all these ideas and that Paladins took it, which is not the case whatsoever. Now, in the statement exclusively provided to IGN's high-res studios, COO Todd Harris asserted that Overwatch was not an inspiration for Paladins, and the characters in the game who appear to mimic Overwatch heroes were available and playable in the Paladins beta long before similar characters' activities were shown in Overwatch. And I totally agree. Like Barrick is just like Torbjorn, but Torbjorn is just like the guy in TF2 with the turret. No, they're all the same because they all took inspiration of each other. Now everyone says Cassie just like Hanzo, and I don't agree whatsoever. You know, they both have bows, yeah, but other than that, they're nowhere near similar whatsoever. And everyone's saying that Reinhardt is just like Fernando. And yes, I do understand the shield's very similar, and I do get that one of them probably took the idea from another, but who cares? They're both very different characters. Yes, they both have charges, yes, they both have shields, but Fernando uses a flamethrower and has an ultimate where he can't die, and he gives his, you know, he gives his allies immunity for like a couple of seconds here, while Reinhardt smashes down and crashes you and uses a hammer to do damage. They're both very similar, yes, but they're completely different playstyle characters, and they're overall very different. Now, just like people who say Ruckus is just like Bastion, or people who say Pharah is just like Drogos and things like that, you know, rocket characters with jetpacks have been around for a very long time. So while Overwatch is a fine game, it is not an inspiration of Paladins whatsoever. Game development is an interactive process which ideas coming from many projects altogether. Now, for the hero shooter game, the game that deserves the most credit is Team Fortress 2, and they're saying that. High-res is saying we definitely took inspiration from TF2, which who hasn't? It is the FPS king in my opinion. It's so much fun to play. It was a huge role model back in the day, and it still is a great game that people still play today. I personally don't play it anymore, but I love the game back in the day. It's so much fun to play. So we released a TF2-inspired class-based shooter called Global Agenda back in 2010, which is very true, and it wasn't that good of a game, but it was still one of their first projects, and it definitely was way before Overwatch came out. And now Paladins was conceived as a fantasy version of Global Agenda, and approximately 85 combat abilities. Currently in Paladins, the vast majority are from the game Global Agenda we made 10 years ago. So it's clearly saying that this is the game they've had for these are ideas and playstyles and ultimates and abilities that they've had for 10 years, guys. So there's literally no thievery here. I already know some of the comments down below say, where's the proof? Where's the proof? You don't really need proof because Global Agenda is a shitty game. And I hate to say it to high res, it's a complete shitty game, but they made it better by making Paladins. They took the great ideas they originally made back in the day 10 years ago and applied it to Paladins. They took great things from TF2 and they applied it to Paladins. Now Overwatch, they took great things from Global Agenda and they applied it to Overwatch. Overwatch, they took great things from TF2 and applied it to Overwatch. No one stole from each other and it's stupid. And overall, who gives a fuck? They're both great games. Now, if you haven't played Paladins, give it a try. You might like it. If you haven't played Overwatch, give it a try. You might like it. Now, but this whole thing everyone's talking about, I know, the thievery and this game's shitty and it's Overwatch is way better than Paladins. Who gives a shit, guys? What happens to back in the day? We used to love games for games. We used to give games a chance. Now, there's so much hate and discrimination and finger pointing going on when it comes to the whole between these two games, and I don't understand why. Paladins and the high-res crew did not give a flying fuck about Overwatch. There was no comments made at all. Of course, the fan base and the ignorant kids of the high-res community and the SMITE community overall were saying stupid things like, oh, this game is a complete copy. And even I myself was. When it first came out, I was ignorant. I was like, oh, Paladins is a complete copy of Overwatch. What the fuck, high-res? What are you doing? This is stupid. This is pathetic. And then I go, wait, do your research. Global Agenda's been around for 10 years. They've had these ideas and movement, and it's actually been a thing for 10 years. Now, I don't care. I'm not even gonna say, hey, Overwatch just stole those ideas. You're a piece of shit. No, you took inspiration. Hi-Res is a great up-and-coming company. Now, Blizzard is a fantastic company, and truly the only original idea Blizzard has ever had is 100% Diablo. It's original idea. It's been back in the day. OG is shit. Warcraft, the whole Warcraft series, is not original. Now, their story and what they do to the game is definitely original. Now, Overwatch has something that Paladins doesn't have. They have story, there's compassion, and there's awesome story, and there's polish, and it's overall, in my opinion, a better game. The Paladins is still in beta, it's an open beta game, has a lot of work to go through, and has a lot more learning and growing to go through as well, and overall, I'm so excited to see where the game goes. Both games are fantastic, but overall, it proves right here, guys, it proves right here that Overwatch did not steal anything from Paladins. Paladins did not steal anything from Overwatch. Basically, both games took things from Global Agenda, which is Hi-Rez's old game, and they use it for their game today. They both took things from TF2 as well. So enough with the hate, enough with the pointing fingers. Who gives a shit, guys? Play both games, enjoy it. You are young, I am young, we're all young. Maybe some of you are old. I don't give a shit. Play your games, have a good time, and enjoy life. That's all that matters, guys. Anyway, please leave a like to show some support. Comment down below what you think about the whole situation. What do you think about, Global Agenda and Hi-Rez and Blizzard? Just let me know the whole situation down below. You guys agree with it? Do you guys understand? Do you guys support it? Do you guys don't give a shit? Just let me know in the comments down below. You know the whole thing. Also subscribe if you have not done so already. I make awesome games like Battle Right videos, I make Smite videos, Paladin videos, Overwatch videos, and a bunch of other stuff. So guys, I love your faces. Have a good one. And as always, my friends, deuces motherfuckers. Deuces.